Hey guys, thanks for clicking on video. I actually, I wanted to come in here and talk about something that I had thought about talking about a long time ago, which is MLM and some of the misconceptions about MLM or multi-level marketing. I used to be part of a multi-level marketing company, and there's always that whole thing about people saying about pyramid schemes and all of that. That's like the devil when you say when you're talking about multi-level marketing and somebody will bring up a pyramid scheme. That's like the biggest thing. People who do multi-level marketing get so offended when people say, oh, it's like a pyramid scheme, because pyramid schemes are actually illegal. But in essence, that's kind of it is what it is. I enjoyed doing the business that I did. And the business model itself, when you know how it works, it's really not a bad business model. But there are things that you actually do need to know and you need to understand. It's all about timing. Okay, so it just is what it is. There's always going to be people that are on the top, and there's people that are always going to be trying to, like crabs in the bucket, are going to be trying to get up there, and the people at the top always know that you're not going to get up there. So it's all about timing. It's all about hype and all of that. It really is. It really is. It's a lot of bullshit. But again, there's good parts to it and bad parts. So it's all in what you make it. I learned a whole lot of different things from being in my multi-level marketing business. The first thing that I found, there are a whole bunch, and there's a whole bunch of ways that they do their thing and they do their pay. So you have to find the business that actually works for you and you're comfortable with the way they pay out and the way they do their bonuses, and make sure they're not being slick and sly and always back, because sometimes they talk backwards about what it is. You need to make sure you understand the money. That's the first thing. Um, Yeah, the first thing is understanding the money and being able to explain the money truthfully to people, because that's part of the thing. If I can't explain in detail the money and all of that to you, how am I going to get you to be interested to join on with me? And that's the whole thing. You've got to have people join on with you, because it's the people underneath you, or what you would call your downline, is how you make your money. It is what it is. The people under you, when they make money, you make money. Okay, so that's it. Multi-level marketing. I don't give a goddamn what business you're in or what you selling. The people under you, when they make money, you make money. Okay, and you can be a heck of a seller on your own and you can make money. You can do that. But it always works better when you got people underneath you that are just exactly like you. That's what you want. You want people that are as motivated as you, that push like you do, that work the way you work, so you all can work comfortably together. And when they make money, you make money. And again, like I said, it's all timing. Who comes in first is who makes the most money for the most part. Now, again, you can pass people. I mean, because I came in the business underneath the business I went in. I came in under my cousin, and I passed my cousin by in less than 30 days. See, that's the other thing. That my cousin didn't understand the business model. So she had it in her mind. She got all she understood and that she heard was the people that come in under you, when they make money, you make money. But that's not true. You got to keep up with them and more likely exceed what they do is what you need to be doing. Well, that never happened. We came in, it was really natural to me. It's not natural to her. I passed her up within the first 30 days. So she basically really never made money off of me. But again, she didn't get it because she didn't listen. And I've tried to explain it to her. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, so that's the upline and downline thing. So you need to understand that. The other thing is, what's very, 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 very important. Don't get into a business that you don't believe in the product. Because there's people, you see people jumping around and they're always in some business. They're full of shit. They're full of shit. I've been approached about 900,000 businesses. I've not found one yet that I want to participate in other than the one I was in. I was in a business that actually did some There were health products that were all natural, and then there was also body shaping garments. Now, my thing is, we all know I sew and I design clothes, so naturally I was a perfect fit when it came to the body shaping garment piece of it, um, and I was able to sell that. And the funny thing, there weren't very many males in the business, and then the males that were more on the financial side. You see, husband and wives, and things like that, because then you have the whole thing about, when you do like parties and stuff. That was the part that was really fun to me, was going out and doing the parties, and hosting the parties, and explaining the business to people, and explaining the garments and that to people. So it was a little different for me, because me being who I was kind of like a gimmick in myself, where, um, like I said, most men couldn't really do anything with the business because they don't wear the garment, so they can't really tell how much about a garment, you know, are you going to listen to some man telling you about a body shaping garment. But then I'm a female impersonator, so I actually use the garment, and then I have pictures in that, and you can see me do the transformation from male into the whole female thing. I had my own gimmick. I was basically my own gimmick. So shows and actually showing the garment, I showed the garment in a whole different light, because it was even more of a dramatic change. And see, my cousin picked up on that right away. She now that she was that smart that she knew that I would be a gimmick for her, but she just didn't know how to use it. So that was that. But anyway, so that I had my own kind of gimmick thing going. I didn't have a problem. I could do a show, host a show, and I didn't need a female counterpart because women were comfortable with me. Hell, I deal with women half dressed all the time, so I didn't have that problem. That was one thing that set me separate from a lot of other males that were in the business, because there's not very many women that were going to let males put them in the garment. I didn't have that problem. I sold many, 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 many garments. Okay. Now, so that was that thing. So again, I used the product. I believed in the product. I actually still use the product. I mean, the product was like flawless, and so that was the thing. It was no problem, because see, I have too much integrity to sit somewhere and try to sell somebody something that I don't know that works, or that I have questions about. No, I actually use the product, and not just the garment. I also used some of the health products as well, and they were good, and they did do the things they said, and that's all I really dealt in. There were a lot of different products. I only really sold the ones that I knew what they did. If I couldn't give you an actual testimony, a real testimony, not no whole line of bullshit, then I wouldn't actually go into it with you. So I did that thing. Your demographic is actually another thing. See, so this is just, and I hope so, because there's people all the time, and I know you guys are on the internet and you're at stuff. I know people approach you about these businesses, so hopefully this information, some people will probably be mad because I'm actually telling you the truth about some of these things. I don't really give a shit. This is what I'm here for, to deal with my people and help you in any way I can. Please, if you're going to go into a business, please look at this and be serious, and make sure you're paying attention to these things. Demographic. Your demographic is very important. You need to know where you are and what you're selling, and if it's going to work where you're at. Now, my demographic was bad. It was bad for my business because I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's not a big nightlife, okay? Period, in Pittsburgh, and especially with the African American community, okay? It's not a real big nightlife city. There's really nothing here to do that much. So the women here, they're not that body conscious. They're not that body conscious. I have more folks that's like, well, fuck it, I got my stomach's hanging over. That's all right. I'm just gonna buy my jeans tighter, and be looking all ridiculous. As opposed to my upline, most of them were in Atlanta. And down, as you went further south, this business really worked because the girls down there, they're very conscious of, they want small waists and big asses. That's what they live. They like that hourglass thing. So me and that garment That garment that worked really well. My people that were in the business that were in Atlanta, I mean, come on, they were running circles around what it was, but my demographic was bad. Now, so it just kind of was what it was. So they actually knew this. These people in my upline, they knew this. And as we went through, they kind of took notice to me and things that I was doing. Um, but again, like I told you, it's all about timing and who came in when and all of that kind of thing. And you definitely need a good upline, to actually really make money in a multi-level marketing business, because that's how they do. People from the higher up, they take people and they bring them up. They help them. They drop sales on them and they assist them. But it just depends. Like with me, I was too far down the line for the what we would call them, like the powers that be. They knew that I was good at what I was doing, but they also knew there was only going to be so much that I could do because of where I lived. So it was, and then, you know, the closer you are to them, the more money they make from you. So it really does. It breaks out to be a money game and a number game. It's not personal. It's a money game and a number game. So I ended up doing the business. I understood it. And it was a little, it was a little unnerving at times because I knew I'm only going to get but so far in the business because I'm not going to get the pull that I need from my upline to get where I would really like to be because I'm too far down the line. If you fall out, I hope I hadn't lost anybody. But so that was the whole thing. So you don't take it personal. What I did, I continued on doing what I was doing. I made my money, and I made more of my money doing what I do, selling the garments and dealing with it that way. So you got to find in that business what works for you specifically. Okay, and then the other thing is I picked up other skills. Like I said, you're doing conference calls and stuff like that. So you're always constantly like on these conference calls. People in my upline that were in Atlanta, they noticed he's good talking. He's good with telling what he's done in the business and what the businesses can actually do for him. And as far as that, so I ended up gaining a lot of skills and utilizing a lot of skills with conference calls and speaking and that kind of thing. So, like I said, one thing kind of did the other thing. Um, One of the people that were that were really high up, she basically became like my mentor, and it was more so I learned more about her. I learned about the business model. I learned about other things as opposed to the actual multi-level marketing business itself. So I built um, other skills in that. So I got a lot of other things out of the business other than that. So again, you have to find in that business what is going to be good for you. And this was the thing with me. I stayed so long because I did. I ended up getting back to writing. That sparked the whole interest in me doing books. And now, I got 5 books on the market and all of that. So I got a lot of other skills and things from my multi-level marketing. So there are things that you can actually learn. There are things that are good about multi-level marketing, and it is really bigger than, oh, I got this tea that you can drink and it's gonna make you lose weight, and all that miracle bullshit that they pump. There's things to it that are good that are outside of that stuff. But like I said, there is some bullshit that goes along with multi-level marketing, and you need to understand the bullshit and don't fall so far in. Don't get so hyped up. Because that's what the business is built on, is the hype. Getting people into a room and hyping them up, making them want to sign up and all that. And there's a skill to all that. And I learned all that stuff. I'm not a fabricator. I would tell the truth. See, I had a truth. I had true results. And like I said, I believed in the product. That's why I have not ever signed up for another business, because I haven't ran into another business that I believe in the product, and I won't do that. I've been asked to do insurances. I've been asked to do tea, and I don't drink tea. How do I drink tea? I don't drink tea and I don't drink coffee. So I'm not going to sell you tea and sell you coffee. I'm not going to do it. I'm not gonna do it. That's so, this has been my thing. I don't have a problem. I like multi-level marketing. I like the camaraderie of it. I like being on the conference calls. I like participating in the conference calls and speaking on conference calls and being able to tell people my testimony and that kind of thing. I enjoyed all that. And those skills I did actually build during being in the business. And like I said, it was really good for me. So multi-level marketing is not a bad thing. Um, it's I hate to say no, it's not a pyramid. It has a pyramid kind of feel to it, no matter which business you're in. But you need to understand the business model and understand what you can get out of it, and that's the thing. And because there, like I said, there's negatives to it and there's positives to it, but you have to go in with an open eye of which you're dealing with. So that's kind of really what I wanted to talk about. Um, yeah, I think I kind of covered it. When I don't want to dirty up anybody's name because I went through some craziness. There was some craziness now, but just the good things, the things that I actually got of it. Pardon me, I enjoyed my time with my multi-level marketing company, and I was there for 4 or 5 years. I enjoyed it, and I did make some money, but I never was able to make the millions of dollars. That people actually, somebody really does make that money. So it's not a lie when they say, "Oh, I made $1 million." Yeah, I knew people who did do that. But what the thing is, but they ain't telling you, they ain't keeping on making $1 million every year. All you gotta do is make that $1 million one time, and then that's your testimony. You keep on. So you just gotta watch who's saying what and how they're saying it. But it's when you get a roll going, and depending on where you came in, yes, you can make all of that crazy money that they be telling you that they're making. Somebody does actually make that money, but if you didn't come in at the top, you're not gonna make that money, and you need to understand that. You can make a cute buck, but you're not gonna make that money. And that's just to keep you excited and keep you in. But the camaraderie of it and the conventions and all that stuff is great. I'm telling you, that's great. It's great for character building. It's entertaining, and then you make a little money while you're at it too. So I loved all that part of it. But yeah, the bullshit aspect, not so much. I'm not running, and I'm not gonna have nobody. Sometimes you have crazy people in your upline that want you to do crazy stuff. If they ask you to do stuff that you're not, that they wouldn't do, they don't care because again, they want you to make money so they can make money. So you just have to watch who you're actually dealing with in the upline and really understand where you are in the line and know what your real goals should be and what you can really reach and what you're not going to reach. So those were the things I learned, but I really did enjoy it. And no, guys, there's nothing wrong with multi-level marketing. It can be really good for some people, and no, everybody is not cut out for it. But the one thing I will say, if you're going to get into multi-level marketing, make sure you get people to be on your team that actually are like you, that think like you, and that kind of thing. Because if not, you'll run into a problem. You'll run into a problem. So, anyway, so that was it. I just wanted to, just again, sharing with you guys things that I know that you may not know that I actually know. But that's it. So, if you have any comments or any questions, I'll be happy to address that or talk with you with that. Put it down there in the comments, and all of that. And we'll talk, what we do. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You guys know how that works. And I'm glad to have had this discussion with you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.